This is incredible. There are prominent Nikki Haley donors who now, in Nikki Haley's absence, as she has dropped out from the Republican primary, they are not going and supporting Donald Trump, the presumptive and all but official Republican presidential nominee. Some of them are switching over to Joe Biden. Newsweek has an article about this, and it reads, donors who supported Nikki Haley in her Republican primary are set to switch their allegiance to Joe Biden. Trump was confirmed as the Republican nominee. He's going to face off against Biden. Haley dropped out of the race. Media mogul Jeffrey Katzenberg called Harry Sloan, who previously helped bring in at least $550,000 for Haley, and asked him donate to Biden instead. He has also donated to Democrats in the past and gave $100,000 to a pro-Biden PAC. Sloan said he agreed to help raise money for Biden. People I know who are generally business Republicans, they're going to hear from me about helping Biden. Biden's campaign finance chair, Rufus Gifford, also told the outlet that he's in a WhatsApp group called Haley Supporters for Biden, and they are seeking to recruit more Haley donors to the cause. And the point that is made here is that a bunch of different Haley donors are saying, I'm not going for Trump, I'm going for Biden. Now, I can tell you that personally, I'm seeing this as well. You know, I have a lot of New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts Republican friends, and New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts Republicans are very different than people like Marjorie Taylor Greene. And every single one of them. Now, obviously, there's self-selection bias here, right? Am I really going to have friends that are lunatic hardcore MAGAs? Those are probably not the types of folks that will end up in my circles. But just sort of like socially liberal, I like low taxes type Republicans, the sorts of folks who prefer folks like Romney, McCain, Haley over lunatics like Trump. I have some of them in my social circles. And every single one said to me, I'm supporting Nikki. I voted Biden in 2020. And if it's Trump versus Biden, I'm going to be supporting Joe Biden. So anecdotally, I can tell you this is absolutely happening. Now, I do want to address one talking point that has surfaced related to this. There are some on the litmus test left who are saying, see, David, I told you so. Biden is a right winger. The reason that Haley people are switching to Biden rather than Trump is because Biden is right wing. And this is the proof. And I hate to burst your bubble, but that is absolutely not the case. What this is, when Nikki Haley supporters say, Trump's too crazy, I've got to vote Biden, it's that they are going beyond party. They are doing what's best for the country rather than what's best for their party. They are supporting the basics of our democracy. And that is something that increasingly is only being seen from the nominees on the Democratic side. If you value upholding the basic framework and tenets of our democracy, your only viable choice in 2024 is Joe Biden. Remember, Trump said, I don't need nor want Haley voters. He may not want them, but he may well need them, and we'll figure that out in November. So it's not that Biden is so right wing that he's appealing to Haley supporters. It's that if you care about democracy and the United States just sticking to the things we've promised we would do globally, your only choice in 2024 is Joe Biden. And there are some Republicans who are willing to put that over party and say, I can't vote Trump. Biden's really the choice. They should be welcomed. They shouldn't be shunned. They should be welcomed for saying, I disagree with so much of what Joe Biden does, but at least he supports the basics that the country is founded on. I say, bring them in. Let's get Joe Biden in another 4 years. And then we have 4 years to disagree on policy. That's the right way to do it.